All right, greetings and welcome. My name is Karen Sirk, and I'm the CEO of Jeanette Rankin Foundation, also known as JRF. We're so excited to have you join us today for our very first JRF virtual graduation. Welcome, Jeanette Rankin grads. Welcome, parents, children, grandchildren, partners, and friends. We love graduation. This is JRF's mission, to get you across the finish line. This is a celebration of your success, and we're in your front row cheering for you. And actually, behind that front row is a huge network, kind of like that Verizon commercial. Thousands of people have supported the cause of empowering women through education. Many of our wonderful JRF supporters and volunteers are with us here today. We're grateful for their contribution to your success. We're grateful to have shared this journey with you, and we are so excited to see what you do next. Gloria Steinem had this to say about graduation. I am and always have been hooked on graduations. They are the best of all possible traditions and occasions. They are personal yet universal, both an ending and a beginning. They're more permanent than weddings, and until marriage equality, way more democratic. They are a step to the unknown, and they bring the hope of finding ourselves. Before we get started, I want you to know about some people that have helped make this graduation possible. We have an incredible group of generous supporters, including Donna Zehner, Anonymous Angel, who helped us start our emergency fund this year, Battelle, Assurance, and Tori Dietl, who provided us with pro bono consulting on a major capacity building project. We're grateful to all these people and organizations that have supported us so generously. And a very special thank you to Coca-Cola Foundation. We have 27 graduates this year, more than ever before. This is a direct result of the investment of the Coca-Cola Foundation over the past 4 years, totaling $310,000 for scholarships. And last, but certainly not least, a shout out to the Jeanette Rankin staff team. Latrina Artist, our scholarship program director, has led with spirit, grace, and compassion. She often calls the JRF scholars her sisters, and she means it. She has walked in the shoes of a scholar, and she knows what it's like to juggle work, family, and school on a tiny budget. Thank you, Latrina. Our team is rounded out with Ty, Maggie, Mandy, and Stephanie, all working behind the scenes today. And Sue Ann Morgan from Idealand is air traffic controlling today's graduation. Thank you all for making it happen every day at JRF. Now, I want to introduce you to a very special person at JRF. Libby Pollock is the leader of Global Strategy and Change at Habitat for Humanity International and JRF's chair of the board of directors. Libby's been a board member for 6 years. She's a passionate advocate for the mission and has spent countless volunteer hours delivering that mission while raising money and recruiting friends to support our empowering women through education. Thank you for your leadership, Libby. So once again, congratulations, graduates, you did it. And Libby, take it away.
Thank you, Karen. And thank you, Latrina, and our awesome interns. And welcome, graduates and friends. My name is Libby Pollock. Oh, got to start my video again. Can you confirm that you can hear and see me? Yes, okay, welcome, graduates and friends. I was starting to say, my name is Libby Pollock, and I'm the board chair for the Jeanette Rankin Foundation. And I have to say that after this horrific and grueling week in our country, it brings me so much joy to be here celebrating with you today in our very first virtual graduation. We are here today to celebrate the fact that you made it, you graduated. Your journey here today with us started with you applying for the Jeanette Rankin Scholarship. And then you were chosen during a 3-level application process to be a Jeanette Rankin Scholar. And now you've made it to the finish line. And this is truly a cause for celebration. We can't wait to see what incredible changes you'll make in your community as you embark on the next part of your journey. I've been a Jeanette Rankin Foundation board member for about 6 years, and when I joined the board, one of the first things I did to volunteer was to be a scholarship application reader. And as I read those applications, they were so impressive and inspiring. And I wanted to give a scholarship to each and every woman whose application I read. And of course, that wasn't a possibility. And then when Latrina would announce the new class of scholars, I would always check to the list to see if one of my women was on the list. And sometimes there was one and sometimes there were none. But the point I want to make is that there are so many deserving women that we end up not being able to support just because of capacity. And that's what really motivated me to do everything within my power to convince as many people as possible that they should be supporting this mission, because you inspire me. So an essential part of a graduation ceremony is a keynote speaker. And today we have the honor of welcoming a very distinguished leader on the national stage in all things women and girls, Michelle Ozumba. Michelle has more than 20 years of successful leadership experience with organizations focused on the empowerment and well-being of women and girls. Michelle was the CEO of the Women's College Coalition from 2015 to 2019, and in that role, she connected JRF with Bay Path University and the American Women's College. A history and political science graduate of Douglas College with a master's degree from Rutgers. Previously, Michelle also headed up the San Francisco-based organization, the Women's Foundation Network, a global network of women serving foundations. She's currently working on an immersive equity, diversity, and inclusion project with a national consulting firm. And we are happy to claim Michelle as a Jeanette Rankin board member. I'll now turn it over to you. Welcome, Michelle.
Hello. Greetings, everyone. Thank you, Libby, for your kind introduction, and thank you, Karen, for your leadership and inviting me to address our graduating scholars today. I'm so honored to have the privilege of sharing this celebration with each of you with us here today. As the daughter of Susie and George Hudgens, the parents of 10 children, I know what it means for each of you to have come this far in your education. Congratulations. Congratulations, Jeanette Rankin class of 2020. Of all the virtual graduations witnessed this year, I think the Jeanette Rankin Foundation class of 2020 is the most compelling and impressive representation of true grit and accomplishment. In reflecting on your journey, I thought of the Langston Hughes poem called Harlem. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? As adult working women, I'm sure you had dreams that were interrupted during your life's journey, but you decided to not let your dreams dry up or fester. You took a bold decision to live your dream of obtaining a college education. You have succeeded in exploding the myth and stereotype that working women and single mothers are stuck in one place, are limited to exploring all the possibilities of your imaginations. Your dream may have been deferred, but you kept it alive and pushed yourselves to the limits of academic achievement. Your accomplishments inspire me. What can I possibly say to inspire you? We are living in extraordinary times. The global pandemic has peeled back the layer of our social fabric and revealed the fragility of the nation's public health infrastructure. Loved ones are dying alone and families are denied communal ceremonies that are so important to coping with grief. Weaponizing white fear has unleashed violence against Black men and women reminiscent of the post-Civil War era. The economic shutdown has disproportionately affected women who work in the service sector and in the front lines of healthcare jobs, and single mothers who have no cushion to absorb days, weeks, and months of unemployment have been among the hardest hit. According to the New York Times just last week, childhood hunger in the United States is at unprecedented levels. Against this backdrop of hardship and suffering, JRF graduates, the country and the world need you now. We need you to be a part of defining the new normal for society, for reweaving the social fabric that connects us to our common humanity. It is a challenge that should not be left up only to those who got us here in the first place. In the early days of the computer, we had a saying, GIGO, G-I-G-O, garbage in, garbage out. The outcome is only as good as data driving the process. In order to achieve equity for all, we need your intellectual capacity to inform the ingredients for a reinvigorated society that values every life. This is an urgent call to action for the sake of our children's and grandchildren's future. Quite a few years ago, I had the privilege of meeting Lucille O'Neill, the mother of Shaquille. I think everyone knows who Shaq is. As a mother of one of the greatest athletes of all time, Miss O'Neill shared her life journey in her book, Walk Like You Have Somewhere to Go. Her story reveals her life as a rebellious teen, a single mother, a wife, a college student, a divorcee, and through it all, a woman of courage. In her 40s, with her son, a major NBA star making millions of dollars, Miss O'Neill still had a desire to prove she could achieve something on her own, make a life using her own skills, wit, and talent she was born with. She enrolled in Bethune-Cookman College, which is now a university, and described her fears, her self-doubt and struggles after not having picked up a textbook in over 20 years. But she persisted. When the kids on campus found out she was Shaq's mother, they asked her, "Miss Lucille, aren't you rich? Why are you even in school?" Her reply, "All the money in the world won't help if you don't have the smarts and intelligence to go with it. How are you going to manage your money if you can't count or read the fine print of a contract?" Miss O'Neill graduated in 2003 with a bachelor's in business administration. She went on to get her master's 2 years later. I want to share some of her words of inspiration. She wrote, "As women, we are so often led to believe that life ends at 40. They try to make us believe that once we reach that milestone, we cease to exist if we have a wrinkled forehead, a sagging anything, or no man to speak of. I'm a living, breathing testament that life begins and flourishes at whatever age you become comfortable in your own skin, and whenever it is that you fall in love with what you are when you look in the mirror each morning." So I encourage each of you, graduates, to make that morning mirror look a part of your daily ritual, and think about Miss Lucille O'Neill, and remember your own courageous story and journey to today's milestone. The scriptures tell us, a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. So JRF scholars and graduates, with your new degree, you have planted a new tree in your garden. And there will be seasons when the leaves fall off the trees and it stands barren and seemingly without life. But the beauty of nature gives us spring, when once again the leaves sprout, the branches fill with greenery, and we are comforted by the shade and symbol of new possibilities in a new season. Because you are here today, I have no doubt that you will meet future challenges with the same determination that brought you successfully through college. Your winters will be followed by springs, and you will continue moving forward on your pathway to new goals and new aspirations. As you navigate the next phase of your life, it might be helpful to be guided by the wisdom of Dr. Janetta Cole, former president of Spelman College. Dr. Cole said, "Doing well not only means a level of comfort, it means a level of peace, and a kind of inner peace. It means moving with a sense of joy. That kind of doing well only comes, I think, when you are doing good." Jeanette Rankin had you in mind when she decided to devote her legacy to educate mature working women. She knew that investing in your potential as educated women would have a ripple effect on your families and on your communities. As the saying goes, a better world for women is a better world for all. So as you have climbed and crossed many mountains to arrive here today, I encourage you to reach back and help other women climb too. The world needs you now more than ever. We need the strength of your conviction. We need your courage to step out on faith. And we need the example of your lived experiences that demonstrate how important it is to ensure everyone has opportunities to live life to their fullest potential and promise. I want to thank each of you for being role models for all of us, for helping us realize that we all have more capacity to contribute to society than we realize. We just need more doors to be opened, more allies in the struggle, and the wisdom to stay focused on what really matters in life. As you move on to your next chapter, there are 3 things I offer as guideposts. Number 1, don't be afraid. And actually, the fact that we're celebrating 27 JRF scholars today, I already know you're fearless. Number 2, do what you think is right. Sometimes the old people used to tell us to be still. Be still and listen to your soul. Trust your instincts. Build a community. There's a saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Your graduation does not end your connection to the Jeanette Rankin Foundation. You now have a sisterhood of support that can be the wind beneath your wings when you need a lift. This is especially important now that we're all coping with isolation and limitations on social gathering. Human beings need touching. We need hugs, and we need the positive energy we can give to each other. For now and throughout the months ahead, we invite you to make creative use of the online community that keeps you connected in supportive and meaningful ways. As a way of holding space for that new tree in your garden, I offer this poem by Mary Oliver. It's called When I Am Among the Trees. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locust, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I am so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness, discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me, the trees stir in their leaves and call out, stay a while. The light flows from their branches, and they call again. It's simple, they say, and you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine. So in closing, remember this: wherever you go, wherever you land in your next chapter, show up with your whole self. Help make the 21st century the century that is defined by women like you, committed to love, friendship, compassion, and a belief in our shared humanity. I urge you to lend your talents to contribute to creating peace, harmony, and beauty in the world for all of us and for the sake of future generations. Bring all your awesome light and shine. Congratulations, class of 2020. I know you're going to go out in the world and do great things. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Michelle. That was amazing. I am just super thrilled to be sharing our first ever JRF virtual graduation. I mean, I am skipping in my spirit, in my heart, just excited to be able to celebrate all of the 2019-2020 JRF Scholar graduates. I mean, I've said this to our team and I know to our board, but I'll say this to you. While our scholars have worked to complete their various degrees, I would, and I hope somebody will hear me on this and make it happen, I think that every last one of the JRF scholars deserves to have an accounting degree. And let me tell you why I say that. The median income for a JRF scholar is $20,000. And if you have looked at any of our statistics, you'll see that some of our scholars have, are parents of, 4 or 5 children. And some of them are doing it as single parents. So when I tell you these women wear many hats every single day, but they continue to get it done. I mean, I am just amazed at the perseverance, at the, just the resilience and everything that you do every single day. So, To you, all JRF scholars, you are truly amazing and phenomenal, and you rock. And it does me just a great pleasure to be sharing with you all today and celebrating with you. COVID-19, I know it has thrown a curveball, but guess what? It has not halted you in any way from succeeding at that which you set your mind to do, and that's complete your college degree. So with that being said, I am ready to begin announcing the amazing scholars that have graduated this year. Some are with an associate's while others are with bachelor's, but whatever achievement you have been able to succeed at, I'm telling you, it is amazing and phenomenal. So first up, we're going to go ahead and get rolling. The first scholar that will be sharing with us today is Elaine. Elaine is from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. She has received her associates in human services and restorative justice from the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Elaine, my sister, we will welcome, and we're excited to hear from you on today.
I don't know why I can't be seen, but hello. Earning my degree has given me the stability I need to secure my family's well-being. Jeanette Rankin's Foundation has helped me to build and continue in my studies as I pursue a career. I am grateful that I can move forward to obtain my bachelor's degree and to be a reflection on those who may come behind me. Thanks, Jeanette Rankin's Foundation, for helping me to rise up. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister Elaine. And because we want to make sure we can see your lovely face, if you would, before the end of the video and before you go out into the breakout room, just stop your virtual background. So that way whoever you have going into that breakout room will be able to see you and not the silhouette. Okay, technology, we love it, but also too, we have to kind of coach and walk through. All righty, next up, we are thrilled to have my sister Alea. Alea is from Troy, Alabama. She is graduating with her bachelor's in social work from Troy University. My sister Alea, take it away.
Okay, thank you. The impact that my education will have on my family is that I'll be able to provide better for my family and also help my own children pursue their higher education. I know it's already inspired. My middle daughter is already planning her college career at 13. And the benefit of receiving the JRF scholarship has given me peace of mind and being free from the financial hardship that often comes with obtaining higher education.
Oh, thank you. I love that. Hey, the ripple effect, nothing like being able to set that example and then be ready to jump in the water behind you. So way to go, my sister. All righty, next up, it is a JRF scholar, Andrea. Andrea is from Providence, Rhode Island. She is graduating with her bachelor's in English and from the Rhode Island College. Awesome, awesome. All righty, we're thrilled to have my sister, Andrea. Okay, hey, we're moving on, and if she comes in, guess what? We can always circle back. All righty, well, next up, we have scholar Bridget. Bridget is from Fayette, Iowa. She is graduating with her bachelor's in nursing from the Upper Iowa State University.
My education means stability for my family and the knowledge and skills for advancement in my career. Receiving the JRF scholarship brought me into a sisterhood that held me accountable for excellence and gave me the financial support that helped me focus on my studies and not my financial hardships. Thank you, JRF.
Thank you, my sister Bridget. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing and sacrificing your time on today. All righty, next up, we have our scholar Dora. And I don't think Dora was able to be with us today, but we definitely want to still go ahead and recognize her. She is from Cleveland, Ohio, graduating with a BA in Women's Studies from Case Western Reserve University. Congratulations, Dora, on your accomplishments and achievements. So we wanted you to know how amazingly proud we are of you, as well as all JRF scholars. All righty, next up, we have Zong. Zong, and I think she may be having technical difficulties, but I will still go ahead and announce. Yay, awesome. Glad you were able to get in. She's from Phoenix, Arizona, graduating with her bachelor's in accounting from Grand Canyon University. Welcome, my sister.
To everyone, I couldn't have come that far without the help and encouragement of the scholars and donors, especially with the JRF Foundation. Moving forward to Vietnam, it's a big challenge for me to accomplish everything, especially to overcome the language barrier to reach that far. So I know my age is still, I don't have much time left, but this is just start of my path in the US. So I try my best, and I'm really grateful for all of your help so far. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing. All righty, next up, I would like to announce my sister Elizabeth. She is from Long Meadow, Massachusetts. She's graduating with her bachelor's of Foundation of Counseling from Bay Path University. Elizabeth?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm going to try not to cry. The JRF scholarship changed my life. It helped me show that I did have the grit and tenacity to get through college with everything that was going on, and it has opened doors for me that I never thought were possible. And it's been a blessing, and it's such a gift to have this in my life. And I know my son's really proud, and all my family and friends who are watching are really proud. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this graduation for us.
Thank you, Elizabeth. All righty, next up, we're moving right along. My sisters, you all are amazing today. Next, we have Erin Cash, scholar. She's from Kalamazoo, Michigan. She is graduating with her bachelor's in integrated supply management from Western Michigan University. Okay. All righty. Next up, we still will go ahead and announce her. And, you know, life happens. Iffy is our next scholar. She wanted to be with us today, but, you know, again, life has a way of throwing curveballs, and she had to message really earlier and let us know that she wouldn't be able to make it. But she has definitely achieved some great things. She has earned her bachelor's in human services and administration, and she resides now in Abilene, Texas. Awesome. Way to go, Iffy, and we miss you today. All righty, next up we have Jasmine. Jasmine is actually from Brooklyn, New York. She will receive her bachelor's in childhood education with a bilingual extension from the Brooklyn College. Way to go, Jasmine. All righty, next up we have Jennifer L. Jennifer L is from College Park, Maryland, earning a bachelor's in social sciences, and she is getting that from the University of Maryland. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello. I have preached to my children the value of education and the necessity of a college degree their whole lives. I've hit professional ceilings over and over again and have been unable to move forward because I didn't have a college degree. I have always heavily valued education and weighed my own worth on the fact that I didn't have one. Achieving this goal will not only help me professionally in my yearning to have a greater impact on the world around me, but disproves all the stories I told myself for over 2 decades that I couldn't do it, teaching me that in fact I can do anything at all. Being a recipient of a scholarship from the Rankin Foundation has brought me both financial security and membership into a community that supports each other in unique and special ways. The latter was unexpected. When I applied for the scholarship, I was desperately searching for financial support for my education. As I slowly became aware of all that the community had to offer and the willingness with which these gifts were given, I realized that this scholarship would have a much greater impact on my life than I ever thought it would. I'm amazed with every gathering at what my sisters have endured to achieve their dreams, and that alone inspires me even more.
Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing that. Alrighty, next up, we have another Jennifer, Jennifer S. Jennifer S. is from Ellingsburg, Washington. She is receiving a double major, environmental science, geography, with a minor in studio art from Central Washington University.
Hi. Getting this education will provide financial stability and more security for my family. I also hope all 4 of my kids will see how you can accomplish your goals as long as you stick with it and don't give up. The impact of receiving the JRF scholarship has been huge. It's given me the additional confidence I needed to finish, and it was so supportive knowing that they were always in my corner. So thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Alrighty, next up we have Lene. Lene is from Minneapolis, Minnesota. She's working, has earned an associate's in health sciences from the North Hennepin Community College.
Hi, what impact does or will education on you and your family? Education had a huge impact on both myself and family. Education is a very powerful weapon. It gives us knowledge of the world that's around us. I have instilled that in my 3 children, that education is the key future to all opportunities. What would the impact of receiving a JRF scholarship? JRF scholarship is a huge impact on making college more affordable. It reduced the financial burden, which allowed me to focus more on my studies and pursuing and completing my degree. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lene, for the sacrifice you are making yet today. Still making sacrifices in your scrubs at work, but still took the time to join us. So thank you for doing that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
All righty, wow. Next up, we have Mayuko. Mayuko is from Spokane, Washington, and she has received her BS in dental hygiene from Eastern Western University.
Hello everyone. The education will help me to have a stable job to raise my sons and give us knowledge and freedom to live a happier life. JRF scholarship had helped me to focus on my studying by lifting up my worry about the cost of the education. JRF is not only the financial help, but also my emotional supporter. The sisterhood helped me so much to go through this year, and I am so thankful for JRF Scholarship Foundation and the sisterhood. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayuko. Okay, next up we have JRF scholar Michelle. Michelle is from Durango, Colorado. She is graduating with her Bachelor's of Arts from Fort Lewis College. Michelle?
Okay, I'm gonna start speaking, sorry. Being a first-generation, non-traditional student has had its challenges, but reaching my goal of obtaining my degree has been transformational. This scholarship has had such a great impact because it made it possible for me to continue my education. And not only that, but the sisterhood has been so supportive. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, my sister Michelle. Awesome. Alrighty, next up we have scholar Misty. Misty is from Bellingham, Washington. She is graduating with her Bachelor's in Liberal Arts from Whitcomb Community College. Alrighty. And she's coming. Hang tight. Alrighty, my sister, start your video. Okay, and if we can come back, one thing about it, when you're working with technology, you're gonna run into some bumps, but guess what? We keep moving on it, and then if we can come back and circle back. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and share her slide so at least you still can see her face. And if we can get her back on the line, then we'll do that. Okay, All righty, next up, we have JRF scholar Natalie. Natalie is from Columbus, Georgia. She has received her medical assistant certificate from the Columbus Technical College. Natalie? Hold on, Natalie. You're muted. Hold on one second. Hold on. Natalie, can you unmute yourself? Yes.
It's me. Hello. I would like to say thank you to the JRF scholarship. I have come to love these women so much. Without them, I would not be able to start my first stepping stone into my healthcare career, and I'm very grateful to be one of the recipients. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that spoke today. Congratulations to all the other scholars.
Awesome. Thank you, Natalie. All righty, next up, we have JRF scholar Lanika. Lanika is from Mesa, Arizona. She is receiving her associates in social work from the Mesa Community College.
Yay! Good morning, everyone. The impact JRF has had on me is that it allows me to demonstrate to my daughter and my nieces that anything is possible. It has also impacted my finances. Now I'm able to just be more marketable, and friendships, the sisterhood, all the ladies just from all over the world. I have my daughter and niece in the background, my best friend listening, and we're like all these different states.
Congratulations.
The impact, the financial part of it has been that I've been able to purchase the latest technology, reduce my hours at work, and enjoy the actual on-campus experience. And also thank you for the additional funds during this pandemic. They have really helped. So thank you, everyone, just for all that you do.
Thank you. Alrighty. And the next JRF scholar is Parity. Parity is from Grand Rapids, Michigan. She is receiving her bachelor's in accounting from Davenport University.
Hello everyone. JRF helped me to relieve stress from financial burden and was able to focus on my study. Therefore, I was able to achieve a great GPA of 3.97. It also helped me to understand the power of diversity, helping or supporting each other. Now I'm more confident to present myself, share my skill and knowledge to others, and find a job to support my family. I'm still planning to join my master program soon, and I also want to encourage other women to go to school. Thank you, JRF, for making it possible for me.
Thank you. Okay, next up, we are going all the way to Hawaii. We have Rafaela from Honolulu. I'm gonna read them all because she has an amazing accomplishment. She's receiving a bachelor's in nursing and molecular biosciences and a bachelor's in biotechnology with a public health minor from the University of Hawaii.
Aloha, greetings from Honolulu. I'm just so grateful to be here. And again, 30 seconds never seems enough to say what I've received from the family that is JRF. I'm immensely grateful, and getting the help just gave me the opportunity to get skilled education, which is where I will be post my divorce and domestic violence history. I was homeless, so to be where I am right now, it's really thankful to people like you. You work for people of my age group, which is often not easy. When we go back to school as adults, our challenges are a lot. So I'm telling my son through my education that it's never too late to restart the clock. I restarted my clock 9 years ago, and I've made it this far. The funds that were provided kind of enabled me to be able to do all these degrees. You can see that to get all of that, it's a lot of money. So I'm so thankful, and I just want to tell all of you and the team in the office for all the love, the support, the emails, the text messages. I cannot name enough. So thank you so much. And in Hawaiian, we say mahalo. Thank you so much, Sister Latrina. Congratulations to all our graduates.
Mahalo. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing, Rafaela. All righty, we're moving on to Kirkland, Washington with scholar Rebekah T. She is receiving a bachelor's in psychology from Northwest University.
Hello, everybody. The Jeanette Rankin Scholarship has helped to ease my family's financial burden as I pursue my education and provided emotional support and encouragement along the way. I'm very grateful for this. My next step is to get my doctorate in counseling psychology beginning in the fall. This will not only provide an increased income for my family, but will also help me achieve my dream and calling to counsel teenagers. Thanks.
Thank you for sharing. All righty, we're going on with another Rebekah, but we're going to California. Rebekah V is graduating with her associates in nursery technology from Kukamaya College. All right, Rebekah V. There you go.
So, hello everyone. Having my education has helped me mentally and emotionally more than anything else. Just knowing that I can give back to my family for all of the sacrifices that they have made over the years, that means a great deal to me. Having been a part of the JRF family throughout this journey has impacted me by creating that bridge to meet my goals. When I've needed the financial and the emotional support, JRF has been there. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Rebekah. All righty, we are traveling all over. We're now headed to Raleigh, North Carolina with JRF scholar Sherry, who has earned her bachelor's in professional studies and interdisciplinary music studies from the Berklee College of Music.
Hi, everyone. Furthering my education has helped me grow as a person and as a musician, and it has expanded my opportunities and increased my confidence. My 4 children have watched me pursue my education, and I believe that it has motivated them as well. The JRF scholarship relieved financial pressures while I was on a focus on my college work. JRF encouraged me as I faced challenges and cheered me on as I made progress toward my goals. I'm so very grateful for their support. I look forward to starting a master's program in the fall. Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. All righty, now we're going over to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, to JRF scholar Susan, who is receiving her bachelor's in liberal studies from the University of Wisconsin.
Hi, everyone. Receiving a bachelor's degree will enable me to be able to provide better for my family. And it has enabled me to secure a job in the fall as a special education teacher. So that will give me a big chance to be able to serve in the community. And it has also taught my children along the way that hard work is rewarding. And again, I'm the first in my Kenyan family to earn an American bachelor's degree. So receiving a scholarship from JRF has eased my working, and it helped me complete the bachelor successfully through the financial aid. And it's not just a scholarship from JRF, but I joined a family, a caring family that even reached out to my family and me during the COVID-19. So I'm very grateful to JRF for all you do for the women like myself. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susan. All righty, we're now heading over to Mount Vernon, Ohio. I know there were some technical difficulties going on earlier. We'll try and see if we can get through. If not, Tyra is graduating with her bachelor's in social work from Mount Vernon University. And she did, if you saw in the chat box, she did put a message in there, I think, to everyone, just basically saying thank you for all that has been given and done for her to be able to allow her to finish out her degree. So congratulations, Scholar Tyra. All righty. We're continuing to just go all over the place. We are now headed to Seattle, Washington. Zalmay is actually receiving her bachelor's in community science from Seattle University. Likewise, I do know that Zalmay, I think, was traveling. And so, you know, again, here, I know the sacrifices that they continue to try and make it to everything. But congratulations to you, Zalmay. All right, next up is Scholar Yu. Yu is in St. Paul, Minnesota, where she is earning her bachelor's in parent and family education from Concordia University. So again, when I tell you, I'm just elated to be able to congratulate and tell all of my sisters, thank you. But we also have, before I close out on my piece, we do have some other scholars that we would like to recognize that could not be with us here on today, but some of them graduated in fall of 2019 and some that will graduate in the summer. Anne is from Vermont, which is with her bachelor's. Breezy actually graduated. She's from Michigan. We have another Elizabeth H. from Texas, also with a bachelor's. Maritza Gomez, she's nursing from North Carolina, and then Shelley from Florida. She is actually also has already graduated with her bachelor's. So I want to say again, congratulations to all of you amazing JRF scholars. You all are phenomenal. So thank you for indulging me and allowing me to announce the amazing JRF scholars. I now have the pleasure of turning it over to Dr. Bach, JRF board member. Take it away.
Greetings, everyone, from Jeanette Rankin's home state, Missoula, Montana, and congratulations to everybody. It's my distinct pleasure to do the academic thing of letting you all move your tassels, which has become a very significant rite of passage. So if you still have your mortarboard on, if you could grab your tassel and move it over to the left side, you can consider yourselves officially graduated scholars. So do it and congratulations.
Yay!
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Bach, for doing that. I love it. Oh my goodness. I'm crying happy tears because I'm so excited to be able to witness all of the amazing scholars this time to be able to share in this virtual graduation. Well, this actually ends our first ever JR virtual graduation, and I think it was just amazing and phenomenal. And I want to say to you, all of the scholars, congratulations. I know that life has some amazing things in store for you, and you will continue to change lives of those that you continue to touch on a daily basis. So what we're going to do now is actually get ready to allow you to go out into your rooms. Those of you that invited guests to come on, and we've welcomed them in. We'll actually just kind of put you out in your individual room. So if we have somebody hanging out that is not in a room that may be looking for you, we'll be sure and get them connected to you. I will go ahead and say that once you're done, you can actually always come back to the main screen, because we'll still have the main screen going on. But if not, if you don't want to come back, guess what? All you have to do is just leave the meeting, and that will actually be the end of the virtual graduation. But we want you to continue to celebrate and cheer each other on when you go out into your individual breakout rooms. So again, thank you all. I want to say thank you to all of the guests that joined us on today. I know that all of the scholars are just, excited to have you share in the first ever JRF virtual graduation. Okay, all right, JRF team.
Thank you, Latrina.
She did say, that is, JRF team, do we want to take a photo before we send them, or have we already sent them over to the breakout rooms. Okay. All righty. So if everybody can look at the screen, set up and put on your best face, smile. Awesome. Did you get everybody? Okay. All right. We're going to count down in 3, in 2, and 1. Smile. Awesome. Thanks so much. Thank you, Mayuko. What you can do is once you get in those rooms, we're going to be able to pop in and out the rooms. So we'll maybe try and get some pictures in the individual rooms as well if it will allow us. Okay.